Maybe I'm not as fit as I thought I was. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Crustin. Thank you for coming to my video. Thank you for being on my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into the video. So today we're going to be looking at the programming and looking at how I done on my testing for this competition I got coming up for the Meadowlands Classic. First of all, it's a one-day competition. There's 3 workouts, 4 scored events. Workout 1 is called Liberty Sprint. Just filling it out. Nervous. I don't know how this time cap's going to be for me, so only way to find out. Workout 1 is as follows: 9, 15, 21 rep scheme, toes to bar, shoulder overhead for my divisions 155, and shuttle runs. So we don't have the distance for shuttle runs yet. They said that will be announced day of, and I mean that's really the only missing detail you're missing for this test. My opinion on it, I think it's pretty good. The cap is 6 minutes, and I have yet to be able to get it within cap time, but I kind of feel like that also is due to me not really knowing shuttle runs very well. It's not that I'm not necessarily fast, but I also don't think I have good cadence or rhythm for shuttle runs. I haven't done them very often at all. That's on me. I need to work on that. However, I do think that is still a very aggressive time cap. I had a friend supposedly test it. I don't have no proof of it, so I'm not going to say he actually did it. But I had a friend test it, and he got under 6 minutes, barely, and he is a much higher level athlete than I am currently. And so whenever I seen that, I was like, dang, like, did I mess up division-wise? They basically had 3 divisions for each one. It was like Elite, RX, and Intermediate. At this rate, it kind of looked like I should have gone Intermediate. I went with the middle one, RX, and that's just... So for testing, I will say that anything on a pull-up bar, I am not too great at anymore. I feel like I used to be decent with my pull-ups, my chest to bars, my toes to bars. But I feel like ever since not working out an affiliate, using my rig, first of all, it took a long time not even using the rig for anything like that because it just wobbles. We have since bolted it down. The top part still wobbles quite a lot, so I don't train as much as I should, but knowing that, I will now be making sure I address that moving forward because I have to do it whether or not my rig lasts. So, gonna run that into the ground because that is a weakness, and obviously I need to take care of that. Looking at it, playing it is immediately first round unbroken. The idea was to do the second round unbroken. However, whenever testing it, I done half for toes to bar, and then my plan was to do the same thing for shoulders to overhead. However, that 155 got a little bit too heavy for me, which I didn't necessarily expect that. So I'm doing 3 sets. So I think what I'm going to end up doing on actual competition day is 5-5-5 for the shoulder to overheads instead of 8 to 7. And shoulder runs, I mean, I'm just going to run back and forth. The guy who tested it suggested I do speed walking. I done a version before whenever I had my elbow stuff going on, I done 9, 15, 21 of shuttle runs and box jumps. I done it twice. I done one with actual trying to shuttle run and one without, and I didn't do as good speed walking. So I don't think I'm going to take that approach. Shoulder overhead's got a lot heavier than what I had expected. Is what it is. I know my strength is definitely my biggest weakness. Other than like I do have some literal gaps in skill work, but strength is definitely the broad weakness. So like I said, I really wasn't expecting it to get as heavy as it did feel. So I'm going to be breaking that up probably 5-5-5. If I have time to test it again, maybe I will, but I also don't want to overdo it or overthink it because I feel like competition day, you can't replicate it without actually doing it. So we'll see how that goes. Holy shit. Not good, but that's how we test. Figure out where we are and what we need to do to get better. Test number 2 is called Audie 23. It is a hero WOD for Audie Murphy. I barely had my hand around it and I was just wiggling it. So I would say that these are 2 of the things that I train probably the least, like actual bar work and burpee stuff. Because, like I said, it is on the 11th of November, which, if you don't know, is Veterans Day. The workout for my division is 22 pull-ups, 11 burpee box jumpers at 30 inches, 6 bore pulls, and then 22 chest to bars, 11 burpee box jumpers, 4 bore pulls, 22 chest to bars, 11 burpee box jumpers, 2 bore pulls. First of all, bore pull, may not heard of it. I believe, based upon digging around a little bit, it's just a type of sled that is manufactured locally, so that's really cool to have that aspect in there, but I have no idea what to expect for that. Not only because I don't have a bore sled itself, but I don't have a sled, and thinking about it, I don't think I've ever done a sled pull. I've pushed sleds, but I've never like pulled it in terms of like with weight, because it sounds like it's going to be with weight. I don't know for sure, but that's my assumption. They said that one will be released a week before the event, that we'll have more details on it. I'll text you on this workout. I know, again, like I said, for the last one, my rig work is not the best. It's actually my work. I feel like I have a decent cadence until I actually get on there, and then it's just, they fall apart super easy. I can get like a big set, and then it's just like bro, you doing singles, like you struggling. I think I'm gonna have to break early and often just to stay on top of myself. Still hit time cap. Time cap is 9 minutes. So that was unfortunate. But, and also I didn't do burpee box jump overs, I just did burpee box jumps because I don't have the space in my garage. The burpee box jumps were actually pretty nice. I don't know how burpee box jump overs are gonna be. I assume it's gonna be pretty similar, but it was kind of just like they just kept steady. Like it wasn't nothing that like really got me too jacked. So I think that's gonna be nice. I think that'll be where I try to control my heart rate most before going to the pull-ups. Obviously, like I said, not doing the pulls, there is a whole missing component that I didn't get to test. Who knows what that will do to me in terms of like pulling a rope. Obviously my grip's gonna be getting taxed, so I am curious as to how that's gonna affect my pull-ups. But again, rig work and potential strength work depending on how heavy that boar pull is. So kind of yikes on that. That wasn't good. Wasn't expecting to go singles. At least not that early. It took way too long from no Metcons. Now I'm definitely paying the price. That fucking sucks, but part of the process. The final test, which is a 2-scored workout, is called New York Grind. Also, first time biking with sleeves and a belt. I just don't want to have to waste a minute of rest on trying to get it together, so. 1 minute max echo bike calories, 1 minute rest, 5-minute cap to squat clean 205 for my division. One thing I will say is that when signing up, the standard said you need to be comfortable with 185. So it being 205 kind of made me a little bit like, not upset in the sense of like, why would you do that? But like a little frustrated in the sense of I was like, dang, like I wasn't expecting that. Had I known, maybe I wouldn't have. If they'd be like, you need to be comfortable with 205, I'd be like, oh God, yikes, I'll consider it. Probably still would have done it. It is what it is. Testing was miserable. If you know me, I'm not good at machines. If you know CrossFit and programming in general, machines typically favor a bigger dude that power output higher. Machines and me are not friends. During test, I think I got 19 calories, 1 minute rest, and then for the squat cleans, that's 92% of my 1 rep max squat clean as it stands. 1 rep is 225, this is 205, and I have to do 20 in 5 minutes. That put me going at 1 every 15 seconds, and I thought that that was aggressive but doable. I only got 10 in testing. I only made it halfway through, so like 1 every 30 seconds. Had no misses, so that was cool. Had some near misses, so that wasn't cool. Not excited. I'm not a good barbell boy yet. And we're gonna do what we can. Literally only got half. Fuck. So overall, about the programming, I think it's okay. I definitely feel like it's not as CrossFit-y as I'd like, but it does have fun little tests. At the end of the day, it's just for fun anyway, so like, it is what it is. They're not saying they're claiming to find the fittest man on earth or anything like that. But I would like to see a little more variance because I feel like we're on the rig a good bit and then we're just doing straight power. I'm excited to do it. Maybe I'm not as fit as I thought I was. But maybe, I mean, I know. I know I'm not, and that's unfortunate. But we are coming to terms with it, and we are moving forward, and we are making progress because that's all we can do. I'm going to use this to learn. I have a competition scheduled in February as well, and that's right before the Open, so. My initial intention was going RX, which is the middle division, instead of going intermediate was, I think I could still do well, and I don't feel like it's scaled too much because I don't want to do something that's too much of a scale that it isn't really testing me still, but I do want to push myself, but I also need to be realistic. Like I said, to be comfortable with like muscle ups for the elites. I'm not comfortable with muscle ups. I mean, after my elbow injury, I haven't hit a successful muscle up but like once now. Work in progress. We're gonna get there, and that's why I picked this division. I don't really know what to expect, and I don't really want to have any expectations. I just want to go out there, do my best, and have fun. Use this as a learning point because, like I said, there's a lot of rig work, and I do that probably the least of anything. So I think that'll be cool to note where I am. And the Open's in February. You guys know I want to make it to quarters. And if this is going to be the year, then like this is going to tell me where I stand with rig work for November. So that gives me time to work on it and actually improve. Good test overall to see where I stand on basically my weaknesses. All 3 of these have a big glaring weakness of mine. And that's cool, but yikes. Let me know down below what you think about the programming. If you want to see things from the competition itself, let me know. Maybe I could post something if y'all want. If y'all want a little sneaky peeky or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Much love. Peace.